Hey, traders. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. Rest in peace, John Mcafee. Who was, you know what happened. He doesn't exist anymore. And he did say a bunch of times, if he didn't exist anymore, it wasn't because it was his fault. Right? I think he was about to be extradited from Spain to the US. And goes in chat. For him, he was a very polarized figure in space, and sucks to see him go, man. It does. So we'll just leave it at that, and we'll just go into Bitcoin, your favorite asset ever, dude. Which had a nice rally. I mean, it was up, over 5% this morning, almost $35,000, back in the dead middle of the range after holding miraculously, resoundingly, that bullish pin bar on nice volume. That ushered in the short-term reversal. Now you don't really know. This could continue up higher. You could come down to double bottom locally. Remember, when you get to midpoints of ranges, flip the coin, especially without the oscillators telling us much of anything. So, and the daily is certainly not telling us anything yet. So, still really tough from the swing trader's perspective on taking really strong conviction longs, right? As we talked about yesterday, you're range bound between 30K and 40K, and you did not break down yet. You did intraday, but remember, it's all about the candle closes that are the most important things. And until you break it with confirmation would be a sell-off and a daily candle close below 30K.
Can you look at laugh, my lord? Looks prayerful.
It looks what, Kingsman? I'm sorry, I don't speak Burr-for-roll. Thank you for the 20. Spelling police coming for you. I think he meant beautiful. Might need confirmation. Okay. Yeah, we'll look at LAC. I think it was good. I believe it was on the watch list. But we've had many stonks, right, that have been looking good and actionable. A lot of them we found to be actionable, where we're at areas of value. We're showing the variables that we're looking for that all line up, that are implying upside. And where crypto market is just not the case right now, man. We need to see some higher lows, higher highs. You don't have that. You got a crash and then sideways consolidation. That's it. You got an RSI daily trend that is just, you can't break it, man. Maybe one day when we break it, things will be better. But at the same time, it'd be great to eventually see bullish divergence in the daily, so we could have that conviction that we're looking for upside potential. At least where we say, hey, there's a higher probability that it would reverse here, but we just don't have it yet, man. So I'm just gonna be here. I'm going live every single day, looking at the same asset, and it's just the same story.
Hey, Mitch. Got weekly RSI almost at same levels as COVID in the previous cycle bottom. How much lower can we go?
How low can we go, dudes? Well, you're sitting at your lowest level of RSI since April. On the weekly, 43.7. At least you're not negative. At least you're not bearish yet. I think you're okay until you fall below 40. And we fall below 40, that's real bad, man. That's COVID crash levels. That's corrections, end of bubbles, right? Popping levels, right? December 2018 and January 2019. That was the capitulatory sell-off on Bitcoin, where Bitcoin lost 55% of its value in 5 weeks. It was awful. But then what happened? The legendary bullish Gartley appeared. With death, there is life. All right. So it could just keep falling, man. There's nothing implying upsides on your weekly oscillators at all. All that happened last week was technically a bearish engulfing candle after rejecting, levels you needed to break above. If you ever break above 40 to 42K on the weekly, I think good things could happen, man. Really good things. But until then, you just gotta be cautious and right? You know why I'm here. I'm not here to be your fortune teller, to be your predictor of Bitcoin at any given time. I'm just here to look for an edge on any given asset that's giving us an edge, right? And right now, Bitcoin's just not really giving us too much of the edge we want. That's it, man. That's how we apply traditional technical analysis here I'm sure there are other communities where they're trying to apply traditional technical analysis every single day on Bitcoin, and they come up with some sort of reason. This is not too much of an argument, So I think a lot of things were happening for me today. It was a very, very busy day. Got to y'all remember Buddy? Ate lunch with him over his estate, and it was really good. But also had my pool table came in today. They installed it. It's amazing. It's an incredible table. I'm just a little disappointed in how it's a little tight on just a couple places. Because I bought that pool table for downstairs in my other property, thinking it was going to be there, and then I called an audible and bought the penthouse. So it's just it's okay, man. And then got new furniture from outside from the patio. Chef Rojo's mom says, "For my son's birthday, thanks for all the knowledge, support. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Chef Rojo's mom. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it." Yeah, great way to support the stream with the merchandise, and it's educational merchandise. You put it on your wall, it looks good, and it's cheat sheet for harmonic patterns, Japanese candlestick patterns, and also chart patterns. All right, so cool. So anyway, yeah, one of the guys who delivered my outdoor furniture, I think he's watching the stream. Shout out to Jesse for a good job taking care of what needed to be taken care of, and I think maybe even Jesse's mom's watching, so shout out to them. New subs to the channel, right? So anyway, you got Ethereum that's hitting that 1750 area. Now it's testing 2000 and unable to break it. That's a very important area. You got to get back above 2000 on Ethereum. You have to, man, and you just haven't been able to, and there's no edge. Right. I mean, I don't know, man. I think the RSI is kind of nice. You could say on the 4 hour there was kind of bullish divergence. Let's see what that manifests into. If it could turn into us breaching back above a very critical level. Not just psychologically, but also very real. That February 20th of this year high was an all-time high at one point. So it's just going to follow Bitcoin. There's not really an edge, right? No true edge yet. Would love to see this be one bottom and then a second bottom where it's a big double bottom, but you got to get more follow the price action and a better reaction off the lows. We were talking about indecision candle yesterday. Yeah, pretty much indecision candle, and now you're just again. Technically you'll be engulfing, but it's not much of an engulfing candle, is it? Oh man, I'm dying right here. Throat keeps drying out today. Dude, the universe has just not been kind to me lately. All right, with just things. We'll get through it though, right? Yeah, you gotta think about it, man. When you're when things aren't good in life, or when you're just I don't say taking L's, but when just bad things happen to you and they happen in succession with the previous, one bad thing happens, another, and another, and you're like, dang, man. You have to say this soon shall pass, because it always does. When you're in your lowest valley, you got to understand that, hey, where you are, and say it won't last, man. All right, eventually we'll be back on the peaks, the highest high of the highest peak we've ever been on, right? And even at that point, when you're on top of the highest peak, you must understand this soon shall pass. It can't last. So you must remember balance of your emotions at the lowest points and the highest points, all right? And then everything will be fine. All right, so Ethereum's still below that 200-day moving average. Let's see if it can hold. Great. Lowest level RSI you saw since the COVID crash on the daily. You should be getting to rebound a little bit. Still in bearish territory, right? Still below 40. Anything below 40 on the relative strength index is bearish territory, bearish control zone. Anything above 60 on the RSI is bullish control zone. So you need to crack that. That means if you can get back above if you can get back above $2,000 on the daily, you'll probably get back above 40 on the RSI, and things will start looking a little bit better. But you got to start doing it. the hopium you could smoke, right? Is just thinking about, man, just imagine, and again, it could just literally not happen at all, or you just sell off to much lower lows. But could you imagine a double bottom this size? How incredible it could be for upside. So something to think about. Not so actionable right now. Okay, so let's go to total. You know, we like totals. Let's look at it. Total's getting back above critical areas. We got to get back above, man. Great. All right, you got to get back above $1.29 trillion market cap. You're 1.32, so we're all right, man. We're above there, and you know, above that area normally is straight up, straight down. So, and I'll tell you, you know, if you really start reversing here, could you imagine the bullish divergence on both oscillators that would develop? Holy crap, man! That would be an X, A, B, C, D, a big wave. You know, when this wave ends, this could be like the B to C wave. Imagine getting the B to C wave ending, and then the C to D wave, which is the larger one, where it could take us to deep retraces. That would be amazing. And it's possible, right? Just with no real true edge on the daily right now, it's still kind of coin flip territory. Understand that. I'm not making predictions. I'm looking for an edge on any given asset, on any given market, at any given time. And if it's not there, then we say, oh, that sucks, dude. Flip the coin. So you're kind of coin flipping. But yeah, people will say, oh, 100K end of the year. People will say 10,000 end of the year. Like whatever. They're just guessing. It's that's way too far out to use any kind of like analysis, technical analysis like this. But yeah, I mean, like overall, long term, like what, Ethereum's still up 700% in the past year, right? Just remember, dude. I mean, like we're talking. Just think about in December, 6 months ago. The asset Ethereum was at $500 plus. $500 plus, dude. Let's go, Ross, man. Ross, you're officially the single largest tipper. That's the single largest tip I've received since being in the penthouse. Let's go, dude.
Ross tipped $111. Hex USD thanks mid-charty.
If you want to see Hex, man, that bad, we'll look at it, okay? Respected the TA, the target's trade setup, and has done nothing since. Hit that 1618, which was, I think, confluent with that second target of the trade setup. Let's go, dude. Ross is the penthouse. What do you call it? Penthouse all-time highs or something. I don't know. Thanks, man. So you can't be disappointed if you were a buyer of Ethereum and you held 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months ago. It's unreal. Your yield is stupid. Think about 7%, 7 to 10% per year on the S&P 500, right? And then per year, like an annual. And then you talk about half that, and this asset's up like 700%. Wow. You know, that's incredible. You're beating the market. When you beat the market on yields, you're winning. You're doing it right, okay? So you gotta love Ethereum still. Hey, it's funny. This morning, Jim Cramer, was getting hounded about selling all his Bitcoin, and then he's like, "But I own Ethereum." He was very adamant about saying he owned a lot of Ethereum. So, the narratives. Hey, Jim Cramer sold everything. Now he still owns Ethereum. So we'll see how that goes for him. I think like Ethereum's just gonna follow Bitcoin, and Bitcoin very well could see a two-parter, right? I think this in 2017, the same stuff was happening to Bitcoin, okay? And I don't think there was really an edge on Bitcoin when it reversed that time. Maybe we can just go back, man. Let's see if I got an old chart. Let's see.
Bow to your sensei.
Sorry. Let's see here. Let me check my notes and go back in time. Let's go out the data rates. Let's see here. I'm trying to think that edge. 2017. I think it was like right here. Yeah, July. This is what everyone's comparing Bitcoin to now. When June came around, Bitcoin hit almost $3,000 and then crashed. kind of crashed. I mean, it sold off tremendously from nearly $3,000 all the way down to $1,800. See, the thing is, it only lost like 38% of its value from the top, right? But there was also this one. There was also the other dump that was in September, which was, I think, far more severe, where the asset, or even Bitcoin, well, not really, it's about the same. Like from the high to the low, it lost 40% of its value before marking up and running again. So, but then you also had this one. In March of 2017, right, you had this time when it hit that wick high of 1348 and then sold off 35%, you know, I mean, so they're all very relative. This dump on the way up, 34 to 35%, man, it was all like, and then you had this one back 2016 where it lost 40% of its value every time, it losing 40% of its value. It's different this time because it's lost substantially more value, right, percentage-wise. All right, what are we at now from the top? So you've sold off more. From the highest side to the lowest low at this point, 56% loss in value. So, and that is far greater, I mean, not far greater, that is a greater loss than any sell-off we ever saw on the way up in that really nice multi-year bull cycle, 2016 to 2017, right? Or was it like 2015, kind of started there with the higher highs, higher lows, 2015, all the way to 2017, into 2017. So, we're just looking here, man. I don't know. Spend a little time on Bitcoin, tripping through time. That's what we do, right? Bitcoin's so below that 200 moving average. The death cross that happened a couple days ago is very real, but it's a lagging indicator, and you can't really put too much weight on it. I wonder what happened. We had death crosses in the past cycles. See, that's the difference, man. I mean, it's like, you know, you had a death cross in 2015. Golden cross, this is different though. It's just kind of, this was like nice value, Wyckoff range, you know, so different. You never truly had a death cross like we had now. The whole cycle before the end, that death cross occurred March 2018. I remember covering that. Wow, yesteryear. So, yeah, man. Not really anything too comparable to the previous cycles, you know, to give us that hopium. Below that, man, below that 20 moving average too. It's been a resistance rejected, man. Anyway, so we spent a lot of time on Bitcoin, I guess, but you know, maybe we should just go to the S&P 500s, right? Make the rounds. Did hit a, you know, intraday. Didn't quite hit all-time highs. My God, it was so close. It was like $1 or $2 off all-time highs. So, still trying to, you know, hold up. You know, it's like making the same highs, kind of higher lows. Nice pivot on the 22nd, you know, or yesterday, a couple days ago, whatever. And bullish convergence is going on. Dude, hold on a sec. Not really. I mean, it's just that deep ascending broadening wedge structure kind of. You know, it's not really what the hype is at, like the NASDAQ that today hit another fresh all-time high. Started out real strong, a lot of assets, and then pulled back some, but still, again, a nice daily all-time high on the close and the wick, 14,318 and change. So a breakout of a multi-month structure and continuing to climb. And, you know, today we had Tesla was the top gainer on the S&P 500, you know, off that little shark pattern. Electric vehicles, Ford was second top gainer. Simon Property Group just keeps going, man. It's been doing pretty well. The General Motors was good. Walt Disney Company, patrons, you know, we've been pinging about that one. Let's look at Dow Jones real quick. That has sold off a lot. You know, it's not looking as good as the S&P nor the NASDAQ composite. And it's not showing on the daily any. It was close. but it is technically bearish convergence where you make a low and then a lower low and higher levels negative Momo. But it did get oversold for the first time since, goodness gracious, the COVID crash. Can you even believe it, man? So getting oversold and bouncing, holding some supports, and if it can hold above this 33K area long enough, I think you could rally back up to 35K on the music stops. See. Yeah, man, so it's almost like one top, a second top, but it's holding on. And money printer go burr. Look at this. You know, Bitcoin's like below its 200-day moving average. Look at this index fund, the Dow Jones, how far above the 200-day moving average it is. It hasn't seen the 200-day moving average since October 30th. Since then, it's sprung like insanely well. So underperforming right now, big mega cap tech growth stocks, right? The value. That happens, man, because for a while, value was outperforming the living crap out of tech and growth. While this was all happening to value, you had assets like Amazon, Netflix that were just stuck sideways. They technically still are. Let's look at the Russell 2000 small caps. That is, you know, just it's still range bound. Now, I mean, could you consider this a potential partial decline here? It very well could be. Right, where you're in a rectangle, you've been in a rectangle for a while, you hit the top of it, you sell off, and you fail to hit the bottom again, and then you rally to test the top once more. I think if you get to 2361 off this pivot, it is a 70% chance of a breakout. And that's according to, again, Bulkowski's research, not my own. So this is like, you know, smart people doing stuff, researching, and we just study it, right? We're disciples of the TA. So yeah, let's see if Russell 2000 can get to 2360, and then we might be lifting off small caps. Okay, so look at the index funds. Look at the QQQ, that you know, fresh all-time high. So I had problems yesterday. It's just like, I don't know, I moved and now my chroma key is all screwed up. This is what you were unable to see yesterday on stream. There you go, right? This big rising wedge that you're still out of. So hopefully you don't get an up thrust where this is where it fake breaks out. It's a fake breakout and then sells off to 330 again. I mean, just the way some of the major aggregates of this ETF are looking, you would think maybe this is a real breakout of the upside, you know, for real. Because remember, like on the QQQ, it's Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple. That's 40% of this ETF right here. 10% each roughly. So, and they're like, they're roaring, man. I think Microsoft hit an all-time high today. Or maybe it was Google. We'll look at them. So right here, I mean, we got Amazon with this confirmed partial decline, where I think there's still tremendous upside, even though it's truly not at value areas where we're like excited about taking longs right now, because you never want to be taking longs at the top of ranges, because that is exactly where reversals can occur. But based on a rectangle 1 year of being range bound, we like that it hit the top of the range, sold off, and then bounced off that 200-day moving average very well, made a higher low than the previous low, and then rallied back to the top. That is a confirmed partial decline. So the probability is high that a breakout will be coming soon. And it looks almost identical to NVIDIA before NVIDIA went absolutely insane. So I think like if Amazon breaks out, we're talking $4,000 upside. I mean, like it could go to $4,000 and beyond. So the beautiful, man. Or Amazon, and then like Google, they're just ripping and roaring, man. Hit a fresh all-time high today. And you just got this big channel. Good way to kind of look at it. I think you still got upside, 2,600. Yeah, I mean, it does look like there kind of could be some bearish divergence developing. Yeah, a little bit. Just like the high, and then a slightly higher high with lower levels, relative strength, and momentum, and receding volume. So yeah, it could pull back some, but at the same time, it keeps hitting all-time highs, like past few days. Okay. So Google, Amazon, Microsoft, all-time high. Yeah, I was right. Microsoft all-time highs, and just it's running. It looks a little bit better than Google does on the oscillators. not overbought, so could go overbought. My God, man, just struggling over here. Okay. Yes, the Epstein's Mcafee, pretty much. So clearly you can see a trend here. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows consecutively. What is Bitcoin doing? Not that. Bitcoin's not doing that. Crypto's not doing that right now. It was doing that for a long time, but then a crash ushered in a correction that makes things much more difficult to visualize what's going to happen next. Okay? I mean, I'm sorry, dude. This is like why it's important to be diversified in the assets you analyze and trade. Because there's opportunity out there. There's always going to be opportunity out there, whether it's longing, shorting, whatever. You just apply the technical analysis taught here and other places to give yourself an edge. And then you obviously you have, not obviously, I mean, it's like you learn these things, you position size properly, meaning like your last trade is the same position as your current trade, which is going to be the same position as your next trade, next trade, next trade, next trade after that. So, and then risk management. I mean, technical analysis, pretty much all it is helping you with risk management, right? It's helping you identify areas that make sense to take longs or shorts. Okay, whether it's Fibonacci or just critical support resistances from history. All right, so Apple, that had been looking incredible, rallied today a little bit, but then just kind of went side, just indecision candle after nice run, just bouncing off that demand line. Lots of accumulation, and I think certainly some sort of sell wall around 137, 138. So if you ever break 137.38, you're going to talk about the little up thrust you got at 145, but I think you could see the 160s if this type of price action continues, man. What a beast right now. So this isn't like deep value areas, these are like momentum continuations. It's different than like buying Phillips 66 like we did, or buying water, or buying Under Armour last year, or American Airlines last year, or almost anything, because almost every asset on the stock market on the crash, they made like 88 to 100% retraces from the global financial crisis of 2008. All right, we always love, those are always our favorite setups. When you got major deep retraces, that means major deep value that cannot be denied. And there are others, dude, okay? Sorry, I've been all over the place today, so it's just kind of... what about SPLK, dude? So we looked at the big four, right? That comprise like a lot of the QQQ. Now we can look at Tesla, the top gainer on the S&P 500. What do you want to look at? The cryptos that are doing nothing? Dude, the cryptos are like literally, they look at the same chart. For the most part. We'll look at the request though. I'm going to look at Hex after Tesla. I just want to, dude, it deserves recognition today, right? A nice XABCD and approaching a 50% retrace from its high point to low point. That means bearish 5-0. You could be making a bearish 5-0 pattern where at a 50% retrace, right, of the harmonic, which is at 663.96. I have it shown right here, right, from the high to low. Let me change that up. Why is that not visible? Let's see here. Where would here are my settings in the Fibonacci if you want to follow along. Oh, what the heck? It should be here. Weird, right? Am I crazy? This line right here, okay, where you see what 0 is, it's not visible on my screen because of the chroma key. Where do you change the color on that, on Fibs? Is that a thing? Can you do that? I figure you should be able to. Maybe not. 0 and 1? Oh yeah, you're right, though. What am I thinking? Dude. Good eye, man. You're gonna go places, okay? Dude, you're already at places, okay? Your artwork's here. So at the 50% retrace, right, from the high to low, the halfway mark, assets that are in bear trends, which we don't know yet if the downtrend is going to be long-term sustained or if it's just going to blow past it and just keep mooning, right? This is definitely where it could just keep going, but the fact that it made a 70% retrace on B and like 100% retrace on D doesn't mean it's like a bullish cipher that maybe could be more promising. It could. We could catch a reaction at 663, 664. You catch a reaction right there. And it may not. It may go down to double bottom again or something, you know. But let's see what happens on Tesla when it hits the 50% retrace and see if we got ourselves when bearish shark or bearish 5-0. Bearish sharks turn into bearish 5-0s. Let's see what happens. What just happened? What's up, Ziggy? Dude, thanks for the 5. All right, for Ross, let's go to Hex. Thanks for the 111. So 1.73% today. Nothing burger. We looked at it yesterday. Same nothing burger. Yesterday, it had a 43% swing from its lowest low to its highest high. Unbelievable. Stupid volatility. Anything I think above 7 cents is probably pretty good. You know, if you hold that and you can like start pivoting for real, maybe hidden bullish divergence would start developing on the daily. I mean, it would be definite, you know, at least on the MACD. And then maybe you would continue on up. But this one, yeah, it is very different than all the other charts. Higher highs, higher lows, right? Low, higher highs, higher lows. Bitcoin's not doing that. Ethereum's not doing that. S-coins aren't doing that. Hex is in its own world, technically, all right? Technically. And we identified that months ago, right? It looked so good. It was unbelievable composite operator accumulation, classic accumulation going on at a significant time scale. Look at that volume started increasing, you know, whatever. Call it arbitrary. Maybe it is on Hotbit or whatever. But it was a legendary trade setup. 1,000% gains, just about. 1.1 cent entry, exit 9.7 cents. And all you're doing right now, you know, the weekly is kind of hanging man, bearish engulfing for now. Maybe it'll change, you know. But you haven't seen a red candle since mid-May. So after hitting a profit-taking level, you can't be surprised if you somehow you do show a red candle this week. Who knows? Like, because it doesn't really follow Bitcoin, so I can't be like on Hex. Well, let's just see what Bitcoin does because it does its own thing. It's bucking the whole trend. Okay, there's an echo because there's no carpet on the floor. There's nothing on the walls. I am still like I'm waiting on my AV guys to install my TV, you know, up there. I'm not ready yet. Like it's just not finished. It's not a finished product of an office at all. I have no furniture in here yet. Does it, man? Ross, there's your Hex. I think it's fine above 7 cents. Fine above 7 cents. Just make a higher low than 4 cents and everything will be really good, man.
Good day, sir. Hope you're enjoying your new spot. I joined the stream late. Will you take a look at it if you haven't already, please? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll look at Wi-Fi, man. We'll look at it. You know, it looks like mostly everything else. It's up 6.5% today. Yes, there is, Thomas. Thank you, man, for the 2. All right, dude. If it ever breaks 9.7 cents, your target for Hex, right? If it actually catches a bounce and rallies and breaks that resistance, that has been very well respected. It doesn't matter who you are. You could even be the developer of this coin and try to argue, but it has been respected. It has been utilized as an area where market participants have taken profit, certainly, and it's pulled back, and it's not broken it yet. So I think if it can hold for 7 cents long enough, and if it doesn't and it holds above 4 and makes a pivot and a higher low, then eventually it'll break 10 cents and run to 14.2 cents, the 2618th of extension, just your minor high to low there. Okay. Good way to target because like it's outer space, right? Anyway, all right, next one. What was after Hex? Oh my God, sorry. I was supposed to do. Whoa, dude, are you kidding me? Did y'all know that Smitty tipped me $100 6 hours ago? That was at like noon my time. We're gonna play it. Smitty, if you're out there, man, I didn't even notice that. I know like I had a PayPal notification. I thought it was like an auto pay on Disney Plus or something. Let's play it. Thank you so much, dude. For 6 hours ago, tipping me $100. I wasn't even live, dude. That happens sometimes, so I appreciate that when y'all do that. That's unreal, dude.
Smitty tipped $100. Hey Mitch, new place looks great. Can you put C70NZC on tonight's list? I will watch on the replay. Thank you for all you do. I am making money thanks to the stream and the Discord. Only trading with edges thanks to you. You're gifted, bro.
Thanks, Smitty, for the very kind words. And see what he said. He'll watch on the replay. Hey, Smitty, man, what's up, dude? Okay, yeah, we'll look at that. And yeah, I guess that puts you in the front of the line for requests too, right? Will the deep crab be intact? I was about deep. Oh, the bearish deep crab. Depends on if we make a higher high than the previous high. You know, if you just make a lower high, it could still be intact. Yeah. Waiting for it to make the noise. Bueller.
Mitch, if ETH continues to climb past 2K, would the deep crab still be intact?
Sorry, I just answered it before that happened, so thank you, dude. Okay. Churchill, yeah, Churchill looks great again, remember? Anything above $21 looked good on the hill of churches. Yes. You know, in $21, that was it. Now it's up 7% today. The upside, I think, is $32.45 to $35. Last time we analyzed the same thing. It's like I didn't like it below 21. I like it above 21. Why? Because that's like an inflection point, right? March 5th and March 31st. That's looking at all the data you got. Momentum is shifting, making a higher low than those lows. It's pretty good. So again, if this all stays, if this is your pivot point and you're gonna rally, you're gonna lose that negative momentum and you're gonna show hidden bullish divergence on the daily. It's happening. It's developing. Hidden divergence. Pending price action continuation applied. $32.45 to $35 is the target. That's it, dude. Okay. Smitty, dude, who's not here but is here, kind of. We don't know, but he tipped literally midday. Much love. This one's OTC, right? So it's well, it was pretty good at 11.9 cents, 12 cents, right? Now it's at 17 cents, and do I see a true like edge? Maybe 4 hour would give us something. I don't think it went deep enough, right? It would be some sort of shark. Could have been a cipher, maybe a 4 hour cipher there. I don't see. It's not. What is it bouncing? Okay, it's bouncing off this high from April 22nd and February 3rd, maybe. Yeah, I guess anything above 16 cents could be really good. I was just thinking, like, you know, from a low here, we're talking about the cipher. Dang, man, 786. Wow, it didn't quite hit the 7. It was like maybe dead on. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, I guess if it holds above this, is there an edge? There is an edge. Dang, man, look at that hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Right from your low to your much higher low at a value area, the 786, much higher levels of negative momentum, implying upside. Upside on ENZC would certainly be 31 cents. If this hidden divergence plays out, 31 cents. I mean, that would just be your target because the A to C targeting, you know. So at the same time, if it couldn't hold 16 cents, yeah, you'd probably be better off waiting for a shark that is like, you know, right around 12 cents, which is a much more strategic area for a spring back test of spring, you know. So it's holding this high from April 21st, 22nd. So let's see if the cipher happens, you know. But it's just a reaction. You don't have any form of confirmation at this level, but you do have some hidden divergence, which is pretty nice. So there you go. There your Smitty. Thank you, man. All right. So it's not too bad. It's not bad. All right, now let's go to the LAC, dude. I mean, that's pretty unbelievable, isn't it? LAC identified this in May. It was a textbook bullish shark. I'm sorry, bullish bat pattern. Bullish bat that was unable to hit exactly the 88% retrace. Why? Because look left, support resistance from November 10th, 16th, and 30th. So it hit, okay, it hit an 86% retrace. And now momentum shifting. Right now you got this argument for kind of like this complex inverse head and shoulders looking stuff, right? Where you got whatever, 3 shoulders on the left. Not perfect. It's not always perfect, right? The left shoulder, the head, and now maybe, just maybe, the right shoulder. And on the 4 hour, you have hidden bullish divergence playing out. But the big area, what LAC was unable to do at the beginning of this month was break the major inflection point. If it breaks the major inflection point, the target is 23.93 and 28.75. Major upside. In a very nice uptrend. Very, very nice uptrend. And it looks good, man. It looked good because of the harmonic, but now it looks better because of the Bukowski structure. It looks pretty good, man. All right. Ross, man, oh my God! Ethereum 1 hour, I will do it, man. You know we'll do it, Ross. Yes, you are the single largest tipper of the penthouse.
Ross
yes.
tipped $121. ETH 1 hour thanks Mcafee call top tipper penthouse pimp. Smiley face.
That's right, dude. That's right. I appreciate it, dude. You just topped yourself. You're like the first and second largest tipper now, technically. So, dude, LAC looked good before. Now it looks, I guess, better because it's showing like a higher low. Like this could be a form of confirmation. Oh, and I love it's, oh God, like just, I know it was hidden. Oh my, dude. Hidden bullish divergence on the RSI as well, and on the second low, the higher low, it was oversold. You don't see that very often. That's incredible. That's stupid strong hidden bullish divergence, class A. For the daily. Dude, look at it on the daily. Oh my God. It feels so good. There's hidden bullish divergence on the daily in development right now. Chat, this is lit. Look at your relative strength index, 53. So much upside potential. This is actually incredible looking. LAC in the chat. Let's get some LACs. Let's go, dude. Let's go. This is what we look for.
Hype in the chat!
Wow. A lot of upside on LAC. Even though it's up 5% today, think about another thing that's occurring right now. LAC is back above the 200-day moving average. It was trying once, but it's trying again, and it's a higher low. Dude, this is like dreams are made out of this kind of stuff. Even if it fails, right? You know, we always practice proposition sizing. Talking about the risk management here is so good. It's so easy to manage your risk at levels like this because the probability is so high for upside. Dang, man. Dang. Let's go, Kingsman. I know patrons, y'all been talking about LAC too a lot, so... this is what happens in the Patreon, man. Like, I can't cover everything. There's too many assets out there. And like, patrons have a mind of their own now because they have abided by the principles taught here. And now like, they're like self-sufficient. And so like, there's just conversations that are just 24/7 in our Patreon chat. It's like, I wake up and then just like 1,000 messages since you were sleeping. Wow. I mean, just, and they're talking about stuff like LAC. Ross, let's go. Jack Brown's too. Went there a couple months ago, man.
$129. Jack Brown's on me. Haven't been back home from PR this year. Cheers, Mitch.
Rodrigo. Cheers, Ross, man. He's topped himself 3 different times. He's tip warring himself. You know, that's like, he's like playing golf. You know, when you play golf, you're playing against yourself. He's just tipping against himself, dude. And you're getting better, dude. Thank you, Ross, man, for the $129. It's really the $361 on the day, my man. Kingage. It's a tip war, dude. And then Jack Brown in the chat says, who are you? No, there's a place called Jack Brown's Jack Brown, okay? You make incredible burgers. Like, wow. Stupidly good burgers, dude. Okay, so you break, but It's like really nice. It's up 5%. Maybe tomorrow you get a gap fill at like 14, 15 or something. You get lucky. But like, dude, if it ever breaks $17, it's off to the races. This uptrend will continue. You understand this is not what crypto's doing? We're so excited about this. It's not what crypto's it crashed and it's making a sideways consolidation on the daily. The momentum's not shifting yet. You haven't made one single high or low on Bitcoin. You can't be bullish on crypto yet using technical analysis in the midterm, short term. You can't. On this, you can be bullish. There's a strong argument for upside here. An edge, if you will. Okay, just getting it through your mind, so hopefully you're learning something, right? This is the shit, channel. I'm trying to help you invest in yourself so you gain knowledge and say, oh, okay, no wonder. Like, that's what it is. TA is not tea leaf reading, okay? It's just all about implied probabilities. We love you, Lack. You're beautiful. God. Okay, next one, I think, is Ross. Yeah, he wants the Ethereum 1 hour chart. Okay, fine. 1950 Ethereum. Well, the jersey's in the background. We'll be back, Grant. Okay, don't worry. Don't you worry. Yeah, okay. He's asking about the 60 minute because it does look like kind of momentum shifting structure if the asset can reverse here. Whoa, what, dude? You didn't top yourself, Ross. But dude, thank you so much for the $121. Holy crap.
Ross took $121. Y'all, Mitch's tip jar looks sad on these down days. Hype in the chat.
Dude, it's all good, man. It's like what happens.
Can you look at XBC on the TSX?
Comes with the territory. We'll look at XBC, Team CC. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. Okay. So, yeah, man. He's wondering. Look at that. I love the volume, right? I mean, that's the highest volume you've seen since May 23rd on Ethereum at that crazy low. So, I mean, you could. What if you sell off to 1875? Then it would be even more nice. This is why I asked that, because, like, if it looked like this on the daily, it'd be really interesting, really interesting. But it's the 60 minute, which the 60 minute is like not so significant of a time scale. So, like, though it could play out, it could just manifest into another lower high than the previous high, right? You're just in a clear downtrend, right? I mean, where it's like, look, every time. I mean, you made a high May 26th. 29.16. Then you made a lower high, barely, June 3rd at like 28.94. Then you made a lower high, 28.50. Then you made a lower high, 26.25 a couple times. Then you made a lower high, 22.71. Now you're making a lower high, 2,000, right? So you could get a short-term like reversal that goes up to test that 200 moving average at 2,200. And then it just makes a lower high and then dumps again. So it's just like, I get why you're requesting it. Momentum could be shifting some, but at the same time, you're back testing an old resistance support as resistance, okay? Kind of a form of confirmation. So that's not really bullish yet, okay? You got to break $2,000. Otherwise, again, it's just a back test of what was once resistance. It has become resistance again for the first time, kind of. And that's not good. All right. How y'all doing? Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Sorry, I haven't even said the cadence today. Thanks so much. I'm about to go to the bathroom, dude. This coffee ran right through me. And I had my first espresso today first time in years. Over at Buddy's house. So thanks for around 900 people tuned in, where the hype is dead, but it's because the Moon Boys comprise most of the hype. They have almost a monopoly on the hype, right? Where view counts are like going crazy, the chat's moving a mile a minute, and in times like this, everything slows down, and that's understandable. You get hyped at I'm hyped on Lack. I love
Congrats on
Lack.
stream number 12,453.
Is that what it is, man?
Is that a joint?
Thanks, dude, Greg. I'm glad you've been paying attention. to the count because I stopped counting because I thought it had something to do with algorithms, and I don't even know, dude. Maybe it did. We'll never know. All right, so anyway, this is unbelievable. How fast that coffee ran through me, and I'm not even done with it yet. Jeez. But I feel like I go to the bathroom, like take care of a bodily function, I'm gonna lose like half my audience. It's like so stupid, dude. So unfair. It's like people are so impatient that they're just gonna be like, I should just wear a diaper, dude. I know. All right, y'all pick the number of viewers I lose in the next 1 minute of me going to the bathroom. All right, I'll be right back. Like button, bell, sub, kanks.
Characterize themselves as
Bruh. All right, I'm back in record time. Sorry, the song sucks. That just is how it goes sometimes. Wow, we actually gained viewers. Are you kidding me, dude? What are y'all doing? Stop trolling me, okay? No trolls. Stop trolling. Anyway, we're over 900 viewers right now. So let's see. Okay, man, the next request was this. So, hey, maybe the 60 minutes means something. It's not very significant, and it may just even if it does play it, it may manifest into just a lower high. That's it. Okay, next one. Not many requests today. Go figure, right? Well, I understand why you requested it, okay? But unfortunately, it doesn't. It has 370,000 volume. My God, I get it. I understand, dude. It's pretty incredible. I mean, it's literally like, that's the 60 minutes. Sorry, let's go to at least the 4 hour. Dang, that, wow, man. That is kind of something else. This is kind of something else, dude, on XBC with no volume. There's not enough volume. It is only a third of the volume that you would really want, okay, on an asset, just to be comfortable with like making sure your orders get filled, your stop losses, your limit sells when you're taking profit. It seems more like it'd be, I mean, there is certain hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour, you know, that's like beginning to play out now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definite hidden bullish divergence. I love how on the higher low, it reached oversold territory, right? This is, all right, so you could say, I mean, I know 376 would be your lowest area, but like there's a chance this may never get there. This is a spring back test to spring situation where you're actually strategically playing the $4 to $10 zone, okay? So I think it might be too shallow for a cipher. 382 is what you need. I don't know if it hit that. Nope, it was a 31%. It was too shallow. But it is definitely a 78% retrace. So even if it's not a valid cipher, it is at an area where you could argue there is value, right? On any asset that sells off 78% from its low to high, That's a 78% sale on XVC. And it not only is at the 786, it's at the inflection point. It's at the zone of support where this is exactly where a reversal could occur, at least a reaction. Can you hear me, dude? It's actually not bad. I mean, like, I hate that the volume's low. Toronto Stock Exchange, whatever. Sorry, man. I'm like dying over here, okay? So if you were talking about upside, man, I would think top of the range. Look at the range. Isn't it beautiful? Like, obviously, I mean, it's obvious because we're looking at it now. We're plotting, right? And tops, like candle opens and wick highs, and just it's obvious. The upside certainly would be $5, right? $5.35. So what is the upside from here? If it can hold this $4 support, the upside potential from where it is right now, 30% upside on XBC. 30% upside. I mean, I think that's pretty decent, man. To my range-bound asset. You following me? That's a pretty nice request. More so for the education value you get out of it as a viewer, right? And I'm just plotting the ranges here to make it just more seamless for you, the viewer, easier to visualize. Oh, okay, zones of support. It's at it, man. Beautiful.
I had high hopes for SNX, but it has been sinking lately. Any insights?
Dealer? SNX with some insights. It's crypto and it sucks. Right? If you're talking about SNX US dollar. There you go. That's it, dude. Literally it. That's my insights. Thanks for the $5 Australian. All right, those are the requests, man. I mean, this is a slow day. This is definitely considered a slow day. Oh my God, green third eye. I'm so sorry, dude. Hold on. There's one more. I don't know. That snuck by me. Green third eye. Don't disown me, dude. Okay. I mean, my God, man. Again, it's like it crashed. It wasn't look at this crazy uptrend. Do you remember that bullish guard? It's at the entry of the bullish gartley, dude. March 25th, the tornadoes ravaged through where I live. But with death and destruction, there was life, and it was NYFI, and it went to 95K. But then it crashed, and now it's like laws of distribution, and just right back at this level it was at in May, late May. Deep retrace, like 88+% retrace. I get it. But I don't know, man. I need to see this asset above 32K. That's like a major support resistance. Has been very well respected. I mean, 28K is another support too. It just reminds me of everything else in this market, you know. I mean, bullish bat. Yeah, you're probably requesting it because you're like, hey man, I see a bullish bat. It's just gonna do what Bitcoin does. 50% retrace. And then 100% retrace. 886 is like where the candle close was. So it's that's definitely a bullish bat. Okay, you can't argue with that. It's very, very real there. And I mean, definitely on sell-offs, it's where you want to see these harmonics. The best context for a harmonic. All right, and there's a lot of chop looking left, man. There's a lot of support there, isn't there? I mean, how many times? That's where reversals have occurred in the past. But if you don't hold that, you could easily find yourself right back down to 22K, $20,000. Right? So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bullish bat. So it could be a ticket to prosperity if Bitcoin, the coin is flipped and Bitcoin wants to land on the bullish side and rallies to 40K. This is exactly where Wi-Fi could very well rally with it, okay? So it's just, it's there, and yes, there is 4-hour bullish divergence on the RSI, clearing its ice. Right, a low, and then the lower low at the PCZ, higher levels roll of strength. That's impending price action reversal implied at least on 4-hour RSI. That's it. It was not bad, man. I mean, it's there, you know, like whatever. Are we coolio? Acoustic insulation up there, man. All right, that's it. And this is where we could get a major reaction, but this is worth noting. It's just, I mean, how many times in history have, in good conditions, the same thing happened and it reversed there? A lot, but it just all depends on Bitcoin. Of course, can this TA be applied in Forex? Technical analysis that I teach is extremely reliable in Forex. Yes, Kevin, 100%, man. So, oh, the world is my oyster now. And Mr. Hi, dude, thanks for purchasing the classic blue hoodie. Can we look at UBX if you haven't already? No, we have not looked at it, and I'm out of done with requests, right? I mean, like, that dude, oh my god, oh my god. Do you understand what's happening on UBX? You got a reaction low, you rally, you sold off, what are you doing? You might be showing a confirmation low, dude. Whoa. This could be wild. This could be really good. Going for a gap fill, it looks like at like 445. But look, you just say, you know, this is what we always want to see, right? You get those reactions, but you're always looking for the reversal low. So you could be like possibly double bottoming at the pattern completion zone of a textbook bullish Gartley pattern. Textbook 618 on B, 786 on D, not once but twice. Now I will feel much better about the asset when it gets above 462, which on the daily is like the swing low. Let me show you right there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They're different on 4-hour and daily, but look at this major, very nice bullish engulfing candle that occurred, and if it can sustain, you understand, look at the divergence on the RSI, though it's not perfect because we always want to see divergence happen in oversold territory. It's still really nice, man. It's not over for UBX. It could just be painting its confirmation low, which is incredible. It's what we always covet. Okay, man. Just noticed something down. Huh, how do I get those lines? What are those lines, that color? There are lines, aren't there? Yeah, they're like these little... There are these little lines where it says 2 and 3 and 4, all the numbers, and they're not there. And it's also this line. Where is that?
The way you will find it has something to do with your heritage.
I'm so confused. Why am I not able to change that? You know what I'm talking about, right? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The line here, there should be a partition, and it's a white partition line. How do I change the color of that? Because my chroma key is not letting me see it, not letting you see it. Change from black, is that what it is?
You have to find it. The way you will find it
that's not it, dude.
Something to do with your heritage.
What you talking about? Can't tell me. Not right. It's not right at all. No, what are you talking about?
This is a message from the law.
Can't tell me. Alright, so very good. What was once awesome of a development, so I found the scanning could now be doing a confirmation low, which means lots upside if it plays out, okay? Scale lines? I don't think so, dude.
Something
I don't think it's scale lines because I've already changed that.
and you have to find it.
Oh! You were right. Why was it that invisible? That's crazy. Oh my god, thank you, dude. Alright, so now it's visible. Alright.
Something to do with your heritage.
Alright, thank you, dude. That was weird though.
Something is missing.
We win. We win. We did it, Chad, okay? Jesus chimes for figuring it out. Let's go UBX. Definitely worth mentioning this one.
This is a message from the law.
The cops are coming for this chart. It's too good. They're coming to arrest me because it looks so good. It should be illegal. Or maybe it is illegal here. I don't know. Housing bubble about to bust. About to burst, Edwin. Burst is actually the real word, not bust. And it wouldn't be pop, not bust. So
Gentlemen,
I'm liking Disney, how it rallied today. It's up 1%. We're looking at it like not very good context where the harmonic is, but it doesn't mean it can't play out. And I like now it's making a higher low. I love the fact it's so above that, well above that 200 moving average. It's got a lot of work to do, but I think the upside could take it to $200 again. Something like that. Okay. On Disney. All-time highs. You need to breach above 183 to feel real safe, but this, I mean, this could be making it. Could make it back up to $200. Netflix, incredible, dude. I mean, you talk about the Jesus man, like a really good setup, dude. Like it's on its way, man. Okay, a bullish Gartley. I'm sorry, it's bullish Bartley. You know, it's like a mix between a bat and a Gartley. But deep retrace XABCD, one bottom, a second bottom. I love the higher low. This is one I've been paying attention to a lot. It's great, man. All right, upside 550 to 586, top of the range. That's where it would probably, I mean, that's where you would think the target would be regardless of what you think. That's just strategic gap fill. Yeah, so, and PayPal had a pretty decent day, not crazy, but still rallying, right? I mean, this is one we identified a couple weeks ago, and it's been doing really, really well. Broke that 277 mark, and there's gap fills, a gap fill 305. I mean, this kind of maybe could be a bearish Gartley, but if it fails, it could be a crab. It goes much, much higher levels. Forgot, man. Forgot. We didn't look at gold. Gotta look at gold. Not really doing very well. Actually bad. You know, rallied again. June 18th, you tested 1800 as resistance, and today, or yesterday, which is technically still today, you tested 1800. What is that? That's resistance, that major inflection point. Look, this is what you want to see. You want to see gold break it and then back test it as support. Look what can happen, you know. Unfortunately, you have tested as resistance and failed, and you're dumping again. So that's not what you want to see at all. Yeah, don't reject. You don't want to reject that. Just remember what it is at. Just look left. Major inflection zone from 2011, 2012. So not looking too hot, man. But still at a point where, man, what if an inverse head and shoulders happened right here? It'd be so nuts. Crazy.
Zem was requested a few days before done. Bought in and got wrecked. Back in now.
Yeah, because that's crypto, dude. It's called a homogenous trash market. I mean, like, what do you expect? Like, what could you expect? Like, when we know if Bitcoin doesn't look good as it's shown an edge and it could roll over, even if the altcoin looks good, it doesn't matter. OMG looked great. There were a lot that looked great, like Gartley, Harmonics. It doesn't matter because they're just going to get obliterated. So protective stop losses would protect you from getting literally wrecked. You would just, you'd take some losses, but you wouldn't get wrecked, right? So, I mean, did you have that set up? You know? Yeah, like Harmonics can fail. Like, you know what it did? It went to all-time lows. Right? This happens. Like, the pattern got violated. It got violated. It was at a low-risk area. It had caught a reaction low, a confirmation low, rallied again, but then failed. It double topped like Ethereum did. It's like you change your tune. When it double tops at where? At the major inflection point. That's when things get really bad, man. And so you just rolled over, violated the crap out of the pattern, and it got as low as 8.5 cents. And it's doing nothing. There's no edge. Nothing's implying a reversal right now. It's bad. But what happens? Failed Gartleys turn into what? Crabs. Crab patterns. What'd it do? It's at the pattern completion zone of the bullish crab pattern. So you're catching it. You did catch a reaction literally at the 1618, right? Not the 144, not 1272, at the literal PCZ of the bullish crab pattern. So reaction, you just don't know. There's no confirmation. It could rally, make a lower high, then sell off again. Maybe you get lucky and you get a double bottom at 8.6 cents, and that might be something to look at. But it is terrible. Like, it's just get beat down. If Bitcoin rallies, this thing's going with it. That's pretty nice though. It's a pretty textbook bullish crab in every way. Bitcoin moving, dude. Come on, man. Really, Bitcoin's moving, dude. So yeah, I mean that's it, man. Like, this is where reversals can occur. Reactions has occurred, and so now you wait for the double bottom or something if you could, and you can get some like bullish divergence or something, and then it'd be really nice. It could be a really nice setup or something. But again, it's not. It's like all-time lows. Nice one, dude. Hey, you want to see the new Bitcoin logo? Phil Centura posted that. It's the new Bitcoin logo, but it's McDonald's. And then it's like this, dude. Wojak, dude. Oh my god. I got my tattoos, huddle, man. Because I don't care about stocks, dude, or TA. I only care about Moonboy hype. Yeah. That's what happens when you become a hype moon boy that only cares about one asset class. Yup, you end up working at McDonald's when the market crashes and reverses and goes into a more long sustained downtrend. Cool. While you could just keep making money owning Twitter or many other assets we've identified nice bullish edges on, All right, man. So I've been live an hour 20 minutes. Slow day. Not much going on in the markets. Bitcoin's still inside of its range, trying to hold on. Maybe in 31 minutes it bullishly engulfs. That'd be a legendary, right? Because then maybe we could get upside. We could get a 40K again, man. Some really good stuff could happen, but you just don't know if it's gonna rally, then sell off and double bottom locally or not. Kind of coin. I think it's just a lot of coin flip stuff. There's not higher highs, higher lows at all going on Bitcoin. You want to see accumulation. You want to see Bitcoin look like LAC, like LAC. And then you can get excited. Until then, you just gotta be cautious, man. Bojack can't catch a break. That's right, Crypto Dinero, man. That's right. Okay. So it's been a good stream, dude. Thanks so much for Ross, who carried the stream. Literally, dude. Thank you for the $482 on the day, man. The largest tipper of the entire Penthouse tenure. So thank you for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between, everyone. Join the Patreon if you want to be connected to, well, wait till the first of the month, maybe at this point. We're getting pretty deep. You get trade setups, education, and connectivity to like one of the most high quality educational communities that exists on the internet when it comes to technical analysis. And so I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
My name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
I don't know, sir.
You worry too much. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to worry about. That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
Adios, turd nuggets.